Mr. Gotta Get Your Mind Right invites you to join every Friday evening at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Keith Fletcher, a retired veteran who has braved divorce, battled stage 4 cancer, and even conquered blindness, shares his remarkable journey on Deep Porch Chronicle 1. Keith invites you to embark on a transformative experience, where you'll gain invaluable insights and wisdom from the lessons he's learned along the way. Through his inspiring resilience and unwavering optimism, Keith offers a beacon of hope and guidance to navigate life's toughest challenges. Don't miss out on the opportunity to be uplifted and empowered by Keith's story. Tune in weekly to Deep Porch Chronicle 1 and let Keith's journey inspire you to live your best life, no matter what obstacles you face. See you there.
What up? What's up? Hey, how's it going, man? Did y'all see that intro? Man, my boy extraordinaire set me up so nice, so pretty, man. Oh, man, Most High is blessing me. Man, he's blessing me on this. Man, trying to get it together, it's coming together. And man, I started this, man, I think about when I started my eyesight started late, I started talking on the phone. I think that's 2019 before the pandemic. Man, it took a while. I said, hey, the Most High gonna send someone to help me start this, help me get my message out, and it's here. But man, you get scared to be careful what you ask for, boy, because it's some work. It's some work on your part. The Most High does his part. He can't lie. He stay true to it. But your part, to getting through your part, man, that's the part that's hard. That's the part that work. That's the part you got to put some work in. And we fail. We try to get to it, and we time little stuff get in the way, we stop. Get back up. We started getting to it, we stop. And now we feel we're a failure. We feel we're a failure. We feel we did something wrong. We feel that it can't be done. We hit a wall. Ran into the wall. I'm talking about head first, and we stop. I understand it, man, because I know I get frustrated. But anyway, I'm gonna get into that. Hey, you heard about my intro, man. Been divorced. Tell a little bit about myself. Been in the military, man. In the military with the Army. Went to Grambling State University. I messed up that up. Went to the military. Didn't do what I was supposed to do in the military, but hey, finished out of there. Was married. Got divorced. Went through a divorce. 2 kids with her, and met my love of my life. We got married, and it's been I ain't gonna lie, been a struggle, man. Been a struggle for me because I'm a little hard-headed. But anyway, found out I had cancer, stage 4 cancer. Surgery I had called a Whipple. 9% of people live. Didn't know that. Made it through that. Love the gym. I work out a lot, man. I'm big on working out, man. That going through cancer, that would save me. I was told, they told me they could save me because I had my body was right. Stayed in the gym. The Most High put me in the right place at the right time with the right doctors. Made it through that. Then now I got glaucoma. Can't see, losing my sight. Got no, this eye right here, I have nothing but light. This eye, I see shapes, but still fighting through that, man. I'm still a fighter. I've always been a fighter, known for fighting, so I'm fighting through. So been through some things, man, and I say, hey, the Most High told me I need to go talk. Right when I had cancer, sent someone in and told me that this is what I'll be doing, and I denied it. I denied that I would not be talking to no one, not be helping no one. I need to help myself. My mouth, I got a bad mouth, and a lot of things that I think I was grateful to do, what I'm saying? I did some bad things, I feel, and my thing I was ashamed of. But the Most High told me, you can't get ready. I was trying to get myself ready for it. He said, nah, you can't get ready by yourself. You got to get it ready with me. So that's where I'm at. I'm getting ready as I speak on this live, as I speak on YouTube, Facebook. Man, I also have me and my extraordinaire. We have personal development for the soul on Mondays and Wednesdays. Man, come check us out. The link is in the description. Personal development soul, man, development. That's what I said. Personal development for the soul on Mondays and Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Central Time. So that's what we talk about there. This channel right here, I build my channel off. I say spiritual health, physical health, mental health, and financial health. So I'll be talking about those 4 pillars in between that, and I think that cover everything. But through my journey of my life, I want to talk about those things and connect them. So a lot of stuff is personal development. A lot of stuff, uh, when I first went on this journey, I was saying about, lost everything after my divorce back in 2000. I had nothing. I had net worth. I think it was negative $50,000. No driver license, old IRS, and lost everything. Marriage, kids, everything. Credit jacked up, everything. So you know what I lost more? I learned going through the thing. I realized that I was at 34 years old and I didn't know nothing. I didn't know how this world worked. I didn't know how this world works spiritually. I know I used to work out all the time. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really know physical because I didn't know to be physical, it takes dedication, commitment. You know what I'm saying? Sacrifice in life. I didn't know that. That's life. And my mental was all messed up. Kev, I would bring it back from my childhood and my marriage and mental and financially, I most definitely was a zero. I didn't understand how financially work it out. That I failed at all that. And so on my journey, I was telling people that I was blown in the wind. Never picked up a book, went to college, did pretty well. I went to college, but I never read. Couldn't read now that I'm blind and my eyesight. That's the one thing that I said. If you ask me what I missed the most, what I would love to do, I do audio books, but I would love to read. I read my own and get that feeling and passion of reading a book. But I can't see, so I do audible, audio books. So, but I'm enjoying that. But as I read the audio book, you see me all the time. I got my headphones. People see me with my headphones like this, but most time I'm walking and stuff, walk the neighborhood, walking where I'm at. I'm always got my headphones on. I'm learning, you know what I'm saying, trying to gain information and knowledge. So that's what about me. That's me. Porch Chronicles thing. I sit on my porch all the time. I met the Most High. That's how I came up with the word, the Chronicles. I was sitting on my porch. I still get up at 3:45 in the morning. I go give it to the Most High, talk to him, and I always sit on. I got a front porch. In Louisiana, we like porches. You come to Louisiana, people sit on their porch. My grandmother sit on her porch. My great grandmother sit on her porch. But people sit on their front porch and wave at everybody. So that's what the Porch Chronicles came up with me. You know what I'm saying? Sitting on my porch. Haven't did a little bit on my phone, but I got to get back to that. But that's where the Porch Chronicles come from. So, and like I said, when I decided I want to speak, man, I've been through. I tell people, I met a lot of people. I was in the military, so I've been to a lot of places. I met a lot of people. I lived in different states, and man, when you live in different states, I've met people from all over. You know what I'm saying? Lived with them. The military with them is a difference. Went to Grambling, went to college with them, and then went to serve in the military with a whole bunch of different people, different ways, different views, different religions, all this stuff. And you got to learn how to cope with that. And I meet people that haven't even moved, been living in their same area with their same family, So I done seen a lot of things, what I'm saying, how things go. So I say I'm going to get my spew. And like I said, then I lost everything. So, and then anyway, through my journey of learning, I started trying to understand this world, how it works. And like I said, I found out I didn't know nothing. I can't blame nobody. I can't blame my mom or daddy. They took me to be a good person. I am a good person. I feel don't try to scheme over nobody, do no wrong, don't steal, do those things. But, well, I failed a lot of things. I did some things I regret. Marriage, I didn't understand marriage. I didn't know what that word covenant was in a marriage. But we'll get all into that. But today, I just want to help somebody do what I can do my part to help someone. That's what we do in personal development. We just here to help guide people and do something, do it with people. Also, extraordinary, have lunch break, man. We doing some things on Word on the Streets. We got a Facebook page called Word on the Streets that we promote a lot of things on there. We got a newsletter that we help you do. But a lot of things I think is personal, and I think it's development. I think we need to learn things that we got to. I would say this thing: what we do, our behaviors control our beliefs. And what I mean by our behavior control our beliefs, the way that we were taught, our grandmother, mother, sister, brother, auntie, teacher, coach taught us some things that we thought was right. Said some things to us, probably wrong, that stuck with us. Went through some things that shaped our mind and made us believe that's how things work. I grew up in Louisiana. I grew up around racism. I used to see some I grew up, white people ain't no good. You know what I'm saying? Can't trust them. They'll get over them. You know what I'm saying? Do I mean all white people like that? No. I done met white people that's like that. But I also met black people like that too. I met some people in my own family like that. So that was caused me some problems right there. Because like I said, I've been all over. So when I met a white person, it was World War III with me. You know what I'm saying? We used to get off the bus and who's down to fight. You know what I'm saying? Racist. And I wasn't the one that was gonna take it. So that held me back. And I started realizing my life, when things went in my life wrong, what some of these things, my control of my belief, my behaviors that I learned control of my belief. And I realized that was the problem. Because see, if you flip that around and let your beliefs control your behavior, all those things don't matter. You know, just like God said in the Bible that, you know, you talking about a white man. So if God said whatever God got for you, no man can take it from you. So why should I be worrying about a white man? It is what it is. All I can do is my part. That's a God part. All I can do, because a lot of black people accomplish a lot of things with the way worse than times I had, and they accomplished things, you know. And I know you say, hey, well, they did. Yeah, they did this. It's a shame. It's the world we in. It's the world we in. So, but I'm gonna get down to it, man. But I just tell stories. I used to work at this for this home builder. I was a warranty manager, and I used to have to go in people's houses. So think about me going in there with that mentality. When I meet a white person, they write something bad, and some of them did meet. I did meet some of them that were bad. So guess what? My behavior controls my belief. I'm acting bad. I'm not getting. So they used to do surveys. I'm not getting good surveys, and I'm seeing that wasn't working. So when I switched that my belief changed. That my wife helped me through it. A good friend of mine helped me through it. I worked with. I worked with. You know, I remember he used to tell me, man, I said, man, them people racist. You know, and there's a white guy tell me. He said, man, nobody racist, man. They just want you to do your job. Everything you thinking everybody racist, man, let that go. And he would say that, and I used to go over that, ponder that. My wife used to tell me, Keith, nah, you reading that wrong. But Most High came up to me and told me, okay, just say they are. Say the way they think. They probably don't know how. Some of them even met some black people. I'm just in our army. I had this white guy from Kentucky when I met him in basic training. He said he never met a black person before. You know, he saw him on TV. That was years ago. I couldn't believe it. But the perception of us is made different on TV or all over the world. So, but when I go in that house, I can make a difference and make them see something different. Stop worrying about what they do. Believe that you can make a difference, and your belief will carry on to your behaviors. And it worked. I started going in there being like that. No matter what, I did my job and gave them service, no matter bad or ugly. And my survey started turning around. Things started changing right there for me. Even with the people I work with, start changing. I can't control them. All I control is me. When they have a problem like that, the Most High got to help them. I pray for them and let them move forward like that. See, switching my mind right there was hard to change that, because when I said I didn't behavior clothes, I didn't believe that would work at first. But when I started doing it, and it took me time to start believing it, and I started believing it, and started living it, and my behavior controlled that. Let's go. So a lot of those things that was holding me back, like I said, I was in the military, so I was around, had white people around me in the military and all that stuff. Man, I had guys help me do things, and I still didn't have no. I ain't giving in to that. So I'm just saying, sometimes if you just switch that, because you believe something, it doesn't matter. When you believe it and you start carrying yourself and having your baby, like you said, I understand that you say, walk like Jesus. I'm like, how can you walk? He's the only perfect man. No, you aim up to walk like him. Because if your belief that you're trying to do that, your behaviors will have no choice but to follow. But if you start with your belief, but I think all people are this and or this and think it's negative, your behavior going to control that. You go to a job saying, hey, man, this job is this, these people this, they hate you, and you go there with your behavior, that's what your belief going. But if you believe, hey, no matter what they hear, I got a goal, I got a plan, I want to move up and be a supervisor, then I moved up to be a supervisor. If you believe that, and you're doing the things that work, so when you start believing that, you're going to start doing skill, getting your skill up on the class. You're going to start learning. No matter what they do, you're going to start presenting yourself right, coming to work right, on time, doing the things. No matter what, you just keep doing what you're supposed to do. And then if it doesn't work, it might not be that job, but the next job. See, the Most High powerful like that. I done been through that, man. I'm telling you, I done done these things in the work. I had both sides of it. And the side that when I was having that, my behavior, control my beliefs, that's how I lost everything. That's how I ended up sleeping on my dad's sofa, divorced, miserable, blaming everybody else. You know, Eric Thomas got a book, You Owe You. I should have put the link in there. I'm sorry about it, but he talks about you owe you, what you owe you, but everything is you come back to you. But anyway, so man, hey, well, enough about me. We talk about things, man, about like I said, I want to talk about finances. But anyway, I put this article in the description, man. They were talking about Social Security. I'm big on finance. Like I said, I started doing a lot of reading, man. I started seeing what my problem with finance, you know, economics. You know, I wasn't no big kid in school, so I love economics. Learn how to just learn everything about the United States, how the world work, man. Like how, and it started for me getting a job working in construction, working in real estate. Real estate, man, when real estate down, man, the economy take a big hit. People don't understand how much real estate is controlled by the economy. You know what I'm saying? By the economy either way. So, but anyway, that's what made me start looking at things, doing things different. So, but they were talking about Social Security going to be ended in 2034. You know what I'm saying? That's 10 years, decade. That we might be running out of Social Security for something. For the guy from BlackRock was talking about it, and that we need to find a better way of setting up for retirement, setting up people for retirement. Because if the Social Security go away, what do we have? They want us to start saying, let's work longer, you know, I work longer, you know, retiring at 65 is arcadian. They've been doing this. I think they said they started in the 1940s or something, 39 something, but they didn't have this before. They didn't have Social Security and they started it, but we still on that old way. Things got to change. People got to work longer. That's what one of his suggestions, work longer. And, you know, I've done a lot of research, reading books, and like I say, especially about retirement, I'm big on this money thing. So I was looking at it like you said, people work longer. And I was like, yeah, that could be what a work longer, but work longer doing one at 70. You know, he's like, yeah, you can work longer. Because I thought, like I said, I go deep into the Jewish people, man, they believe in work. They'll work till they 70, 80 years old, they don't retire. And they business all that, man. They have principles in the Bible set them to be business. That's how they see business. That's why they're so successful, because they believe principles in the Bible guide them to be one. So they don't feel they doing anything wrong. You know, again, they beliefs control their behavior. That's why they're successful in that. See, we think, you know what I'm saying, people think like in the Bible, we think money, we hear things like money is the root of all evil. So if your behavior controls your belief, you know what I'm saying, burn out money. So you don't get no money because you believe it's evil, or you believe you don't need those things, or how you spend money. You seen your mom and them, they never showed you how to spend money, how to save or whatever, or nobody else. All the people around you is buying things, shopping, going through things. That's that's your behavior. So that's your belief. You're gonna do whatever your behavior to control that. So anyway, we spend money. You saying we spend, you know, most, and then they say most Americans now living 50% of Americans living paycheck to paycheck. If they live on paycheck to paycheck, then you go even deeper. So they start looking in the 401ks and I don't want to say a number, but I'm gonna get it to. I'm gonna put it in the next time I speak. I'm gonna put the numbers in the articles. But they're saying the 401ks at the time, and I'm sorry, but the 401ks was real low. Y'all got to excuse me. I can't see, so I can't write the stuff down. And I use my assistant is gone out the room, so she had to post it for me. But the 401k is people not putting in enough money in the 401k. People are putting money in the 401k, but they're not putting enough of money in the 401k. Because we really don't really know how the 401k works. You know what I'm saying? Getting deep into it. Unless you start reading, you start going into it. They got this rule, the 120 rule, you know, for like allocation of how you put your money, you know. So whatever, it's 120 states track you from your age. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm 55, so you track 150 from 55. That's how much, whatever amount it come up to, that's how much I should allocate to be putting. I want 80%, like you say, 80. Some people do 80% high risk, because I'm a high risk person. I like the stock market. But you put 80% in the stock market, somebody's 30. Just say somebody's 30 years old, 20 years old, 80 or 30 years old, they'll put like 80% in, and then the other stuff they'll put into like real estate or different things like that to compensate for it. But it breaks it down in the article too. Now I'm getting to that. I'm gonna get at 120. I'll break that down in future references about how that really worked. But you were saying about working longer. You know, that's one suggestion. I think about me, what happened with me, I didn't know anything about investments. I didn't know anything about the 401k. I didn't know anything about real estate. I didn't know anything about having a business. Only thing I knew two things. I tell my kids. All I knew was go to work, and the second thing I knew was go to work again. I went to college and I went to the military. In the military, they taught you how to work hard. I went in the military. I just wanted a job. When I went in the military, I got out of school, college, and I just said I didn't even know. I passed the test, and they said you can take this job, and I took the job. I thought, working. The guy showed me something. It really lied to me, but it didn't matter because I needed to escape. I didn't have no other avenue. When I went to college, that didn't work. I'm going to the military, and when I got in the military, this not for me. I remember working at the military. I used to work part-time at UPS. My partner was laughing at me, tell me that now. You the only one I knew had a part-time job in the military, but I had it. But I used to work at UPS, and the UPS driver told me that he was making $50,000 or $60,000 a year. And at that time, I'm an E4. I wasn't making close to that. And I was like, what? And I started looking how long it was going to take me to make $50,000. See, I had the mentality I wanted now. I had that short term. I didn't want to wait till 20 years to retire. You know what I'm saying? I wanted my money now because I didn't understand how money worked. Long term. I knew short term. Like now, people want microwave. We want everything now. We don't want to sacrifice and commit to something. We want it now. Give it to me now. I want the jewelry, the clothes, the car now. I don't care what it costs me. I want to take the trips now. I want people to follow me and like me and showing them what I got now. It don't matter if I'm faking or not. It don't matter if I go on my trip, buy the car, and I come back home and I'm credit card debt, I'm stressed out, I don't have no money again, paycheck to paycheck. I lived that. And then I lost that. I would have took the wind to blow the wrong way and everything come collapse. And then we go into depression because, we live our life like success. What success is having things. See, your success, when you put the success on saying, I got the house, I got the car, I got the clothes, I got the jewelry. As soon as you don't get those things, you're in the deep depression. I feel my opinion that's not success. That'd be an up and down roller coaster, or stressful to be saying that I didn't get the position. Now you're going down and depressed. I keep on it. That doesn't make you successful. I've seen guys have the cars, the money, the boats, but his family was destroyed. Kids talk to him crazy. Wife going doing what she want to do, spending money like it wouldn't had nothing. Couldn't even go to the bank to cash his check. Had to go to a check cashing place. It wasn't even a check at a gas station. But he had things. So that don't make you successful. Had a great business, had great skills. What would you do with it? So those things there, man. But me, I didn't understand money. So through my journey of life, I started learning. But the biggest thing that I learned, man, I started going into when I bought my first home, and I couldn't even believe when I bought it. But anyway, I started getting to understanding how did I get to lose everything? What did I go wrong? Not just my belief system, that was part of it, but I didn't know anything. I didn't know how money worked. I didn't even know how credit card. You're getting credit card debt. I didn't know what a credit utilization was. I didn't know how much I put on the credit card. I'm gonna max the card out, or what should I pay? A late fee, should be on time, the interest rate. I didn't understand variable and fixed interest rate. I didn't understand none of those things, but I was buying into that. How was I going to win? It wasn't no surprise. Student loans. I'm want to start getting student loans, and I ain't read the paper. I don't know it's 8%. How it's paid, and the student loan can't be written off. Okay. So I didn't know. I was just going through the motion. I didn't understand that. I bought my first car. I just bought it. I don't even remember the interest rate on it. I just bought the car, put the money down. I didn't know. And it's done with 9%, 10%. Ain't no big deal. I can make that payment. That's what I looked at the payments. See, they trick you with the payments, but you ain't looking what you lose. So my son is 19. This happened, real life happened. My son came to, he say he want a car. You know, he got a car. One of our car we have, but he want his own. You know, he go to his mom and say, "Hey, mom, I saw this thing on TikTok, man. You put $5,000 down. Uh, the car 28,000. Put 23, 28, whatever. Put 5,000 down, and the payment be $100 a month for 72 months." I said, "Well, son, your math is not coming. That's not right. Well, did you lose the calculator?" So my wife said, "Okay, let me add this." So when he figured, it came out to $400 some a month. I said, "What's the interest rate?" He said, "Oh no." Said the interest rate was 9%. I said, "Okay." I said, "No, that ain't gonna work, son." You know, when he heard $400 a month, when she did, he like, "Oh, I can't pay that." You know, we laughing and stuff. So I talked to my daughter, and we was talking about I said, download a compound calculator. She downloaded. I tell my son, I said, "Look, Makai," I said, my daughter, I said, "You said it was $5,000 down on the down." So I said, "Well, put that in, and we're gonna do for retirement." I said, "Put $5,000 down, and this is down payment on the calculator." I said, "For the average monthly payments was, you say $400 a month." And then they asked, "What's the rate, interest rate on the return?" I say, "Put 9% like that." And I say, "Put it for 10 years to pay." Did all the calculation. It came up to 89,000 and some change. So I tell my son, I'm looking at them, I say, "Now look, you were going to buy a car. Do the same thing with that car. And that car in 10 years wouldn't be worth nothing in 10 years. But look how much you got in 10 years. Doing the same thing, the same payment. Look what they make. Look at the money the money you lose by going to take a car and lose. 89,000 compared to 20. And the interest rate you're going to pay, I should have did the calculator, but the interest rate you're going to pay on that car. How much cash they going to get out of you when you could have put that in your retirement. I said, "Now do it 10 more years." So 20 years. He had $300 and some thousand investing, just not going up, just putting that $400 in every month consistently at a younger age. Mind blown, blew his mind. Blew my daughter see, like, wow. See, they seen it, they heard it, and they touched it. They did. I had them now, no matter what, that's going to always be in their head. No one told me that. No one showed me that. So now we go back to saying Social Security is going to be ending, They want you to work longer. But what are we working longer and we investing? And then we know how to invest. They're like people work at their job. They're saying that you work at your job and people, your company give you up to 5 to 6% on top of you, putting your money in, free money. And he say people don't even take the free money. Senators don't even take free money. I believe you didn't take the free money because I didn't know. It's just lack of information, lack of knowledge. And they said, my people perish for lack of knowledge. But we look good while we perishing. We driving good. We traveling. We're going to get old one day. Now, people living longer. They say people living to be 90 years old. Back in the other day, we living down. We got technology that you're going to live longer. So who's going to take care of you? If you ain't got no Social Security, you can't work, you're sick, who's going to take care of you? And I know I ain't trying to be the woe is me, like, man, Keith, but I'm telling you what you need to do too. These things, that's factual. These things can happen, but what do we do to prepare for those things? Yeah, I like listening to Dave Ramsey and these other guys called the Money Guys on YouTube. I listen to a lot of it. I read the books, financial book. I just love finance because, men lie, women lie, but numbers don't lie. When you really get to these numbers, the numbers don't lie. When you really get into understand what credit cards are, what 401ks are, all these things are tools. And I learned, man, I see debt. If I can just take all this debt away and fix my belief, I can get a do-over. I remember my brother told me, he the one first came to me telling me about, he was reading, he was doing the reading, he told me about paying a car of cash. Blew my mind. My mind couldn't even understand it because my behavior controlled my life. I said, man, how can you pay a car of cash? There's no way. Why would you want to do that? 20,000, 30,000. But see, I shouldn't have been buying no $20,000 car because I didn't make enough money to pay for the 20. I didn't even know how to buy a car. What percentage said I can afford that car? See, a lot of these things is happening to us, we just don't know. And we're going through life, and man, once you get in debt, like you say, the borrower is slave to the lender. Man, for something, it's a psychological thing for real that when you owe somebody, man, you start getting that student loan. People got 50, 60, 70, $100,000 student loans, and seeing that on your name, man, it mentally drains you. Then you do the credit card. You see the credit card debt. You feel like a failure. The car repo. Now then they got you trapped with that credit score. I played the game. I know. I started learning about credit. Like, man, let me get my credit score. Playing that credit score game and get my credit score. Guess what that credit score do for you? Make you get more debt. I done help people fix their credit. They go right back on it. I done help people get credit card. They do not know how to use a credit card. I was one of them. Like now, I pay my credit card. I have a credit card now. I put all my bills on there. I pay what I got to pay, and I pay my card out every month, no matter what happened. And the reason I can do that, because I got money reserves also. I got 6 months in reserve, emergency fund, 6 months. If I lose my job, my wife lose her job, and the money come out, I got 6 months to get myself together to get that stuff. We find a way to help. See, I lost everything back when I was 30, I think 32, 34. I lost everything. I had no money. I had to call my cousin to send me money to give me gas money to make it home to Texas from Colorado. I depleted everything. I spent everything. I went to the club Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I bought clothes every time I had to go out. I had a new outfit, jewelry. What's that? I didn't even like the bank. I kept cash. I kept cash on me. Then I wonder why I'm losing. Look at all these things I had going against me. And we still doing it. It's happening even worse now. We're making more money. We're doing things. We got the YouTube. We got the Facebook. And we got the internet. Man, we got TikTok. We see all these people that have all these things. We want things. We want what they won't have. We want to have it, but you don't know how to get it. You think, hey, I'm going to give me a trip and go. Again, I need it now. I went on a roller coaster, man, learning these things and trying to figure it out myself now because I got kids. I start reading, and I do a lot of spiritual, man. I read the Bible, and then I start following people, their principles for real. In this Bible, it said everything you need to know. It's really in the Bible, the principles of it, how you carry yourself and how you life. And I come to realize it ain't nobody but me. I like to look in that mirror and say, nobody owes me nothing but me. I owe myself to find out what my purpose is here for. My purpose is here to bring value. And if I bring value, the money gonna come. Again, because when I was young, I didn't even know what a lot of money was. I remember one time I just wanted to make $30,000 a year. Didn't know. So my kids I raised my own 5. I got 5 kids. I raised, and I raised my sister-in-law. I raised my doctor, my niece. I raised people that live with me. And I'm looking at these young people that came out. I didn't know. So now, if I don't know, how can I expect my kids to know? How, if you don't know, how you expect your kids to know? And we sending our kids out to these things, out in that world, not equipped, not ready. And then we look at the politician and say, hey, y'all supposed to fix this. Well, you can save your own. You can fix it yourself by simple educating yourself. See, right now, everything is on YouTube. Anything you want, you can get it. You can teach yourself anything on this YouTube, and we choose not to. We can get audible, read books, and focus, but time is moving so fast. We are distracted when things are going up, inflation, all these things. We are distracted more than anything. And we're addicted to buying things and having things and looking good. We're addicted to it. Because we lost. We don't know. Because I didn't know. We don't even know what's right no more. Should I do that? Should I get credit card? Or should I pay it off? I listen to Dave Ramsey and hear people call in, man. And I'm saying they have no, I need to know, should I buy a car? How? Or can I pay this, that? They act because we're so confused here. And see, the thing that I say spiritual, the Most High don't deal with confusion. He deal with simplicity, simple. My grandmother used to say, common sense ain't common. Distraction. So if that's true, then that Bible got principles that I need to find. That's a spiritual stuff. I'm not talking about religion, but spiritually, for real. I start connecting the dots. Start looking at the Bible and stuff, and the Garden of Eden. If money is bad, why God had gold in the Garden of Eden? Money can't be bad. God put gold on him. So what I tell people, man, I'm going to get this story how I'm going to tell you is you. I was talking to a guy, and we were talking about, and people came and talking about buying a house. And he said, man, I'm not buying no house in this market. It's too high. It's a shame how they raise these prices up there. Man, I refuse to pay this price. So I said, what you mean you're not going to buy no house? Why you? Man, you know how high these houses? I say, it's too high. I say, too high for who? Man, it's too high, man. People bidding on, they up. I say, but listen what I just said. What do they got to do with how you talking about, I said, you going to wait. Well, yeah, I'm going to wait. What I said, yeah, I'm going to wait. I said, well, how long do you plan on wait? You going to wait 10 years? 20 years? What if it don't happen in 20 years? You going to keep waiting. 20 years, you be 70, you going to buy a house? At 70? I said, listen, when I bought my house, the house was too high. The guy told me they got this Chinese proverb. He said, when to do something. When to do something, he said to start something 10 years ago. Two things, start 10 years ago or start today. Buy 10 years ago, house 10 years ago, or buy it now. That's the only way you go. You can't go backwards. So today is when you start. When do you start? Today. When do you buy? Today. I say, it ain't the problem, ain't the house, man. You're like, what you mean? Ain't no house problem, bro. You know what the problem is? Your behavior is controlling your beliefs. Well, nah. I say, yes, it is. Your behavior is controlling your past experience, is controlling your belief. Tell me a story, man. I say, I know I'm not crazy. Because see, if your beliefs control your behavior, it wouldn't matter what that house. Other people buy a house. What's the difference with you? Why can't they buy a house? You think they rich? I worked for a home builder, man. I used to wonder that, man. People was coming back, this was 2007, 8. They were coming, no, 7. They were coming 6. The people were coming buying houses. And I'm like, man, how do these people afford these big old houses? But they were coming from California. And I'm like, man, they must got money. This is how dumb I was. And the realtor said, no, man. They had a house in California. They sold that, took the money and bought this house. I said, wow, how did they get a house? I didn't understand it. But anyway, then the mindset. So he started telling me, he said, well, man, let me tell you what happened to me. He said, we're renting a house, and we're renting a house, when condo got behind, and it was 3 months behind, and I paid it, but man, at the end, when I was going to catch the condo, I come up to the house, they had eviction on my house, so we had to, man, the eviction was before, and he started telling me all these other things. I say, what that got to do with now? I said, you know what you just told the Most High? You just told him what he can't do. I said, man, when I got my house, I was making $12 an hour. My wife was making about 13. One of us, either way, we was making that. We had a townhouse. We was making had extra money in the townhouse. We was doing all right, but I wanted the house. And see, what it is, when you're most high connected to something, it's not the house. People, I told man, to lose a house, you already messed up. It ain't the house that causing the problem. It's the other things. Buying the stuff inside, and got the furniture, buying it. Now I got to go get me a new car, then your husband got to get a new car, then the club. It's all the other things that come in. But losing the house should never be, because you pay for where you stay anyway. I say, but when I bought my house, and I was dumb and foolish, I say, it wasn't at the house. I say, I met somebody, sales guy, me and him became friends, and I'm working a job. I said, instantly, when I got to start going towards what I want, doing my work, putting in the work, saying, I'm going to go get my house, I'm going to start this, I got a better job, start making more money. Then when I was sitting at that better job, overtime out, the guy that sold my house, we became friends. He called me telling that they're hiring at the company. And I was like, man, I don't know nothing about no construction. What are you talking about? I said, nah, the customer service, man, diversity. They hiring. I said my thing, I tripled what I was making. Now the company, let me show you what Most High do. The company that I bought my house for was paying for my house. I was working for them. So they were paying. So that's a God moment. All I could do was what I was supposed to do. That's all I could do. But when I first got into saying getting a house, it was huge. It was overwhelming. Am I going to be able to pay this? See, that ain't what I supposed to work. I give it to him. Pray and give it to him. And I lost my job, went through a recession. I never missed a payment. Never been late on a payment. Then so my belief became stronger, which controls my behavior. And I start working on me. And I start going through these things. So I'm telling you, people, you think it's the money, it ain't that. It's somebody, the people at the job, it ain't that. It's you. You need to get you together and start believing that once you get together and you start carrying yourself, your belief will control your behavior, and I promise you will succeed. And you'll start seeing, because man, so much, everything around you is good. So much abundance around you, but your vision, you not have no vision, you have sight. All this abundance around you, all this money people making around you, and you don't see it because your behavior is controlling your beliefs. You believe I can't get a job. People did. That's what I believe. You don't believe, but you don't think abundant. And there's different ways to get you right. Come check us out on Word on the Streets, man. Come check us out on Personal Development of the Soul on Mondays and Wednesdays. Where we break it and dive on into that, see that, and crack that egg and get into your psyche of the thing to see what's really stopping you. I want to talk about fixing people credit, having people credit cards, finance, and all that stuff. And I start doing that, and I help people get their credit straight, and they mess up. So I start diving into like the things that I learned about finance. Then I started the business. I want to help people do all these things. And when I realized it ain't that, it's deeper than that. I understand they say when people, he go with that mindset. It's the mindset, but it's you. It's your belief system what's stopping you. And see, the Most High got to work on you. I tell people, I read the Bible, Abraham and the Bible, man. Abraham, God didn't come to Abraham until he was 75 years old. We know what happened to that, but what happened before that? He was getting them ready, building them, getting them ready. Who was he before that? He was getting his mind right. Got to get your mind right. He getting prepared for what he had to deal with. You got to go get yourself right and stop doubting yourself. You stopping you. I'm blind, man. I have stage 4 cancer. Hey, I'm not stopping. I get up early in the morning. My kids, I tell them I ain't got to work. I ain't got to go nowhere. But I get up because I want to leave. You know what my goal is, my vision is? I want to leave my children something. I mean, I got to teach my kids. So when I leave them something, I got to teach them what to have. And so while I'm teaching them, I'm going to get on here and teach. I got nephews, nieces. I got a lot of people that I want to help along the way. I didn't mean to preach for y'all, but that's what it is. That's why I'm on here, and that's what we do. But Social Security is gone. So to help us stop Social Security, hey, let's start getting things aligned. Let's go get the $2,000 emergency fund. When I say go get $2,000, put in emergency, because anything happen to your car, and I didn't make this up. Dave Ramsey, different people say it, but it makes sense. I do it. I did exactly what they said. I went through the steps, step by step, and I did these things. I got myself out of debt. I don't use a credit card to get. I'm not giving no money to nobody. I'm not making nobody else rich. Buy now, pay later. Look what they're doing with buy now, pay later. You think they letting you sit up there and buy now, pay later, and you can pay later, and you think they didn't need the numbers? They know you, man. They know the stats. They see the stats. They know you personally. You're not going to pay it. You're going to pay that interest. They be fooled. You think they don't believe that they're going to just let people buy now and pay later and not make a penny off it? They betting against you. They know you. The credit card company, they sell each other, data each other. They know you personally. See, you learn, but they figuring us out about the credit cards. Let's do something different. Let's make them feel like they're getting on buy now, pay later. Because we want it now. We are consumers. We're not people. We consume everything, all the resources. They know it. So how do we win against that? You got to think different. You got to be different. But you got to change your belief, your behaviors, too, and your behaviors which will contain your beliefs. So you got to flip it around. But your beliefs, believe I can get out of debt. Believe that my marriage can work. Believe I deserve better. Believe I can get my skills, go get my degree, get my skills. Believe I can pay them loans off and come debt-free, pay this house off. I believe I can get a home. I deserve a home. Believe I can start that business. But let me tell you another thing. It ain't going to happen overnight. Because you're going to hit that wall. And that's what happens. You hit that wall because you got to deal with all this stuff. You got to deal with that stuff in the past. You got to let go. You got to deal with who you are. You got to get to know yourself. So when that things come, that things happen, and things going to happen. Okay, how much money you have. See, that's why you go back to the word. See, and I will come back to the word. When you go back to the word, it tell you when those things that happen, this is what you do. Principles. Guidance. Forgive yourself and move forward. Now we can get to the money. We can get this $2,000. We can say sacrifice. When your friends start saying, hey, come on, now I'm on something else. Then you can get around different people because you can say, hey, I don't trust people. You'll change that. I don't trust people, but I trust the Most High. And the Most High don't send nobody to me. I trust the Most High, and I trust myself that I know to recognize when somebody's wrong and I can walk away. See, that it ain't had nothing to do with them people. It got to do with you trusting yourself because you've been lying to yourself so long and you ain't trusting yourself. You've been failing. People have told you some things and you starting to believe it. You starting to buy into it. Now your behavior is controlling your beliefs. See, but when you believe, and then your behavior start changing. Things start changing around you. Now you start saying, hey, I ain't got sight, I got vision, because your eyes lie to you. So let's go ahead and take care of that now, and then we can get to this money. So we can get that $2,000. So when I say, hey, get that $2,000, hey, go fund your 401k, please, let's just take the max. When they're giving you 6%, get that 6%. Let's start from there. Our ultimate goal is to get you at want to max it out. We got it. If I say, hey, I want it, man, we're gonna do $15,000 a year. What? You won't say what? When I say, hey man, we're gonna pay your credit card off, we're gonna pay all them credit cards out, $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, we're gonna pay that car off. Next time you buy a car, you're gonna buy it cash, you're gonna save your money, you're gonna build up your emergency fund, 6 months of reserve your emergency fund, and you're gonna set a budget, you're gonna start doing the thing, hey, that money you put in a high yield savings account, you're gonna put that money up there, we're gonna stack it, get that interest rate. Now what interest rate we're doing, we're gonna do the calculation for interest rate, you're gonna see that money coming, you're gonna move, you're gonna be intentional. See, now it start making sense to you. You start saying, I know why I'm moving. I know why I'm doing it. I know why I'm not taking that trip. I know why I'm not getting them clothes. I'm not buying them cars. I know why, because I got a plan. I got a vision. I'm not living with just sight. I got a vision. So when I got the vision, I got a plan, I got a path, and I got a strategy. Because, see, them credit cards and that money, all of them are tools. But the problem is you don't know how to use them. You didn't understand them. I didn't. Then we start understanding inflation, and we start looking at what inflation doing to my dollar. How do I survive this dollar? Then when you're young, you tell your kids. Now you can give your kids something to teach them and say, I'm gonna send you out there. Because look, why am I saving this money? Because your dollars to you at 20-some years old are worth $40. And I'm telling you, your future you gonna thank you. You're gonna thank me. We ain't even gotten to the business and the credit. It's so much. But come check us out, personal development of the soul. I've been talking long enough. I've been an hour, did my hour, got 8 minutes. But I'm telling you, man, let's do that. I just want to introduce myself again, man, and just say the things that we're here for. We're going to get to the money. We just did some spiritual, we did some mental work. And physical work and that financial will be next. So spiritual, physical, mental, financially. We test on the financially. That's what we on, man. You can't do none of this without the Most High. You can't. If you trying to change, trying to get somewhere, you cannot do this without the Most High. So when I say do it, man, go start getting your relationship. You want to stop drinking, get in the program. But you still gonna need the Most High. You gonna need some help, but you can't do it with yourself. You can't heal yourself. How is that working? You can't get out that finance stress without Him. I'm telling you, purpose. We'll talk about next time. We'll talk about value, bringing value to the world and bringing value to the community, bringing value to you. Once you start bringing value, I'm telling you, you ain't got to worry about no money. The money gonna come. But you got to go learn some skills. You got to go learn some things. You got to get yourself right. Ain't nobody going to give you nothing out of it. You got to go get it. All you can do is only two things. You do your part, and the Most High going to do His part. That's it. Whatever you got to do in life, go figure it out and do it. And they got so much information out here, man, that you can do it. But you're going to have to sacrifice. You've been taught wrong. You out there spending money, everything on paycheck to paycheck. You think that's the way you're supposed to live. Yes, you look good. You having fun. I tell a young lady told me that. What's wrong with me? I go out, spend money. I say, what do you have? You fill it up like a car, empty it out. Bill up, get paid, empty it out. You just don't have nothing. Again, and when trouble comes, you want to holler, oh Lord, you want to talk to God then. Why we got to do it that way? We never catch up. We always trying to catch up. Why we not ahead? Because of that. We always behind. Why? Lack of knowledge. Limited mindset. My people pass with lack of knowledge. So now you got knowledge. You wonder why? My credit's messed up. I owe everybody. I can't pay my bills. All this stuff and things are changing. They've been telling you, it's telling you. Just like I say, Social Security will be gone in 10 years. You don't believe it. They telling you. The pandemic, they told you. The real estate, real estate go up and down. What's the difference? When do you come? When you get the stock? They've been telling you, the stock market has in 100 years. Oh, what if the crash? If the stock market crash, we all in trouble. Because if the stock market crash, your business is crash. What other choice do you have? You better find something to focus on. Doing the way just working is not enough. You're going to get old. And sending your kids out there, you wonder, what's wrong with these kids? We're not giving them nothing. The school is not teaching them nothing. They're going to college taking the wrong thing. They don't even know what to take in college. They want a car. They don't even know how to purchase a car. And you allow them, yeah, they got them a car. And you know what that did to you, and you're going to because you don't know. That's why ain't no way you send someone out, your child out to do the same thing you did and act and think you're going to get a different result. You didn't prepare them. It's too much. That's why I say you got to start within before you go out. We want to go out and help everybody. Start within your own home and get your marriage together, get your family together. But come check us out Mondays and Wednesdays on 7 p.m. Personal development for the soul, man. We here to give it, man. I believe in you. You believe in me. I believe in me. I believe in you. Let's go believe in each other. That's it. And let's go make a difference. No change. You're addicted to spending. Just admit it, man. Get a budget together. Commit to it. Get with your spouse. Sit down and write out the vision, man. They've been telling us for years, but you don't want to listen. I did it. I'm telling you. I know. I used to hear Oprah, all them. What they talking about? Because you don't believe it. Your behavior control your beliefs because you don't believe it. Let's start believing, but we got some work to do. Come check us out, man. Come work with us. Come build a community with us. You're gonna see me here every Friday, man. I'm gonna get down into the money, but like I said, I tell you, I try to work with the credit and understand it. And this credit system, man, they just want to get you in debt, man. That credit card, man. When you don't know, you don't know. I'm telling you. You can be your own bank. Leverage yourself. Leverage. What is leverage, man? Them credit cards and get them think you're gonna do something when you just like somebody told me. I said, man, they had 3 credit cards. They approved me for a credit card. I got the credit card. I said, because I'm gonna build my credit. I said, what you mean you're gonna build your credit? I got the credit card to build my credit. I said, well, what are you gonna do with the credit card? Nothing. I say, so how is that going to build your credit when you just took a hard inquiry that just loads your credit? You just took a hard inquiry and how much was the credit card? You had 2 credit cards. Was it more than the other credit card? No. Well, how's that building your credit? Think about it. But they've been playing with our mind, tricking us and thinking that's the way because you just don't know. And then next thing you know, you're putting it on the credit, you're doing it. My son right now, everyone come out my house, they come out with a 745 credit score. 19, as soon as they hit 19, their credit score go up to 745. I get 2 apps. I'm going to put the links when next week talk about it, but and they put their bills on that. When I do give them a credit card, they understand they put their bills on there, pay it out, but they got to pay cell phone, whatever. That's it. Put you some gas, pay it off at the end of the month. That's it. Credit usage, you can't go over this month right here. 30%, or whatever that balance is. I understand what interest is. They got a high yield savings account. They put money, 25% of their money, whatever they make, goes in a savings account. A high yield savings account right now, they pump it in. They automatic teaching it, living it. They seeing it, hearing it, they touching it. This is the way you're supposed to do it. Pay yourself first. So that's it, man. I appreciate y'all listening to me. I did my time, man. I thank y'all. Hey, you on Facebook? Hey, hit the like, share it, comment, YouTube, hit the like, share it. Hey, get the notification when I'm coming on. Also subscribe. I need on YouTube, man. I got 13. I need 50 to come on YouTube so I can start going live on YouTube. I got to do this different way, but they say I need 50, man. I'm learning that. My daughter doing my thing. She's 16. We were getting into it, but she working with me. We had to hug each other after we get through. But anyway, I'm working with you. I hope y'all like it, man. Give me a comment. Give me a thumbs up. Tell me what you didn't like. Did I talk too fast? Got something in my eyes? Something. Say something. But hit the like button. Share this, man. Tell your friend and tell a friend. We're going to get deep into it, man. Today was just a spiritual, the financial, get into it, but we're going to start getting to understanding it, man. We got to get understanding. We got to get understanding. Get out of this debt and start building. That's what we're here for. But I thank y'all for listening. Let me try to figure this thing out. I know you say, boy, can you see? I can't. My daughter be putting the thing right here for me. But I thank y'all, man. Let me try to shut this thing out. Come check us out Mondays and Wednesdays, personal development for the soul. Also, man, we got Elegant Expression 180.com. Shauna Bertrand, she's selling herbal. Man, here, listen, she also got a show, I hope I'm saying it right, Urban Expression on YouTube, man. She talking to you about planting. She outside doing all kind of great things, man, that you can learn, man. She doing wonderful things. But we building a network. You got Extraordinaire coming on lunch break on 12 noon Fridays. He dropping 12 on lunch break. I think he's doing it every week now. Yeah, but he dropping some stuff on lunch break, man. So you on your lunch break, give you time to relax. Some singing on there, some motivation on there real quick to get you recharged. So check it, lunch break out on personal development for the soul. Also, Mondays and Wednesdays, man, we giving it to you try to get your personal development up too, man, for real. We need to work on that and get stronger. We got newsletter, also Word on the Streets. We got our Facebook page, Word on the Streets, man, where we dropping knowledge and then we feed it, we building a community. So we're doing some things, man. We're trying to do our part. We're trying to bring value. Once you bring value, man, that's when everything work out. So this is what the Most High told us to do, told me to do, and I'm doing my part as best as I can. I'm not all the way right, but he told me you can't get right by yourself. You got to get right with me, and we're gonna get right together. So and all of us can get right together. So we stronger together. I want to do some things. I'm trying to do some things well, we'll get into that. I just want to introduce myself and talk about that. I like to talk ministry on there. So thank y'all, man. Have a good one. See, can I end this damn thing?